Hi, I'm Holly.
Can't stop laughing.
This is Ellie.
Oh dear.
Shall we start with how long we've worked here?
Yeah.
So I've been with Right at Home for just over a year.
Yeah, and I've been there for 10 months now.
Wow,
It's gone really quickly.
I did work in care before. I worked at the hospital as a HCA, and I've worked in care homes as well.
I didn't do care before. I worked in the pubs, and really daunting to start with because it's completely different, and obviously it's quite personal and intimate some bits, and I felt like I was being sort of intrusive, but now it's just, I don't know, it's different but in a really good way.
Working at Right at Home.
I love it. I think it's great. Every person that I met is so sweet and it's put a smile on my face as well.
I know. I think clients, carers, office team, like they're just lovely.
Yeah.
And they make you feel so welcome as well.
Yeah.
Like, no matter how much experience you have, whether you've got loads, none, a little bit, like it doesn't matter.
Yeah, I
They
think
just welcome you in.
I know, it's really lovely, and where I'd never had that sort of environment before, it just makes me feel really calm and happy to come to work for a change.
And no one's like, oh, why don't you know how to do this? And there's no judgment, which I really like.
With the double ups as well, you can make friends. We'll go out for lunch or for coffee now, which is really nice.
Yeah,
which I love.
And it's nice because you wouldn't always get to meet people.
No.
Outside of work, and it is nice to make friends and realise that you do actually have loads in common.
Yeah.
For example, I'm not wearing them today, but we both wear dungarees. I don't do it justice because I'm not wearing them today.
No, there's one client I go to in particular always like, oh, you're wearing your dungarees today. I wonder if you and Holly are wearing the same pair, which is quite nice.
Do you ever have, if you're not wearing them,
I was like, what's wrong with you today? You okay?
Are you ill? Like, why aren't you wearing them? I'm sorry.
Where it's not, obviously where you can wear your own clothes and it's not so clinical, it makes it more it puts people at ease, clients and carers, because it doesn't feel like it's so strict, and you can kind of just go with the flow of what the client wants. And I feel like I've made friends as well. Even if I've not got a call, I'll pop in for a cuppa still sometimes, and it's just nice just to sit and have a chat. Yeah. Which I find really nice.
Yeah, they don't just always see you as a carer.
I think they see you as a friend, part of the family sometimes. It's
especially if you see people quite a lot.
Yeah, definitely.
You go to anyone really, you build a relationship with them, and you can have laughs with them, and you kind of forget that
it's work. In a way.
And because they're older, you kind of think, are they gonna have a sense of humour? But they do.
Yeah, and it's always really naughty and cheeky, which is just nice.
Yeah. And I think you forget that they've had a life and lived. But I think once you get to know someone and they recognise you when you go in, I think it's really nice.
Yeah.
And when you know that you've made a difference to someone's day,
it just makes you feel so much better, doesn't it?
I leave and I'm like, ooh.
Yeah, me too.
Yay.
You do have to wipe bottoms, but it's nothing the way it's made out to be. No. It's just something you
it's
do.
Such a small part of the job, and it kind of, sometimes it makes me a bit angry when people say that, because I just think, wow, do you really think that's all I do?
Yeah.
And it kind of makes me feel like they kind of think quite little of the job that we do.
Yeah, because we do so many different things and bits and bobs that, I don't know, wiping bottoms is just the smallest part of it.
As long as you've got an open mind and you do have a caring personality, I think you'll be fine at the job.
Yeah, I think you've got to give it a go anyway.
Yeah.
Because when I came into it, I was like, oh, I don't know how I'm going to find it. I might leave after like a week. And I'm still here nearly a year later.
Yeah.
So obviously it shows you how like different
Exactly.
it is.
And
to what I thought.
with anything, I think you never know if you're going to enjoy it unless you give it a
Just
go.
get stuck in.
Yeah.
Give it a go. You never know.